A quick and easy guide to TOEFL writing templates. I'll put a link below for more in-depth explanation of the templates and each question type, but this is just going to be pretty fast going through each one. This is mostly for students who just want a reference. You just want to remember, oh, how should I use the template? What should I use? How should it look? Going to do it right here. All right, here we go. So the integrated writing, you read a passage, you have 3 minutes, then you listen to a lecture, you have 20 minutes to write. It'll look something like this on test day. The listening will go away, so you'll have to remember from your notes what the listening said. All right, so while you're writing, you'll be thinking about this question. It says, summarize the points made in the lecture, being sure to explain how they cast doubt on the specific points made in the reading. So your template is basically how the listening disagreed with the reading. So most paragraphs, the body paragraphs, are the same. The author says this, but the professor in the listening believes this is not correct. That's pretty much the same structure for each body paragraph. This is what the template looks like in action. The parts highlighted in green are the template. So you see it's quite a lot of template language. And this will help give structure to your response. In general, you should have a lot more information from the listening than from the reading. I think in this example, I actually have a little bit too much from the reading. I would say about 1 sentence for the reading and 2 sentences at least from the listening per body paragraph. Conclusion is optional. Don't worry if you don't have time to do it. This is the whole layout, what it looks like. Feel free to pause this and take a screenshot of this. Shows you the template structure and what to say exactly. All right, moving on. Question 2. This is the online discussion. You have 10 minutes to read and write. So once this screen comes up, once you see this question come up, the timer will start counting down. A couple things that are very important to think about when you're thinking about the template. We're going to look at this example. This is from TST Prep. And let's look here. Yeah, so you want to check the class. It'll tell you which class this is from. You also want to find the question, which will be the last sentence usually from the teacher's beginning of the discussion. You want to really just scan what the students say. You don't really have to read it too closely because you want to have plenty of time to write. If you feel more comfortable reading it, go for it. But remember, you do not have to include any information from the previous post. So in task number 1, you include a lot from the reading and listening. Here you don't include anything or very, very little from the conversation, from the discussion. The only thing you really have to include is just acknowledging one person's opinion. So I'll show you an example. This is the template, and here is the example. I understand Alex's concern over cultural homogenization, but I believe she misses another critical point. So this is all you really have to say from what the discussion says, from what the students say. The rest is your opinion and the reasons and examples for your opinion. So this is what the template looks like. You'll say something different if you agree or disagree with the person in the discussion, but that's about it. Warning, do not blindly follow a template. You have to do more than follow a template to get a high score. It definitely helps. But I encourage you to build your own template. You know, you could say, there's a lot of different ways to say, in my opinion. So think about some of these different ways to say that you agree, that you disagree, that you have an example, that you want to add information. You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can say this. Check out the Writing 24 Plus guide. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check that out. I'm also going to put a link to where you can practice some of these templates. And if you want to practice with a teacher, I do recommend writing group classes. This is from TST Prep. This is only for the YouTube audience, so you have to look in the description for this price. But basically, it's about 3 to 4 weeks of classes with a teacher. You have practice tests, you have group support, you have writing evaluations, everything you need to improve your writing score. I encourage this mostly for students who are struggling with the writing. If you still haven't gotten your score after taking the test once or more, I would recommend the group classes. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you found that helpful, and I will see you in the next one.